I don't know who that little pasty-faced weasel is swearing at Queen Lorraine like that. What's his name? James what? James A. Caster. Apparently he's a comedian. I thought a prerequisite of being a comedian was you had to be funny. Anyway, James A. Caster, you're on the list.
Which list is that?
Oh, you know which list, Susanna.
Yeah, you don't want to be on that list, by the way.
You know my list. And I have infinite patience. I always strike back when the subjects of those kind of attacks, the sort of random attacks out of nowhere, I've done nothing to upset these people. I put them on a list and then I just bide my time. Sometimes it can be years, decades in some cases.
Oh, my goodness.
And then put them over out of whatever it is.
I was actually watching some of his stand-up last night. He is actually quite funny.
So you watched a guy swear at Lorraine Kelly.
That wasn't funny.
In fury at describing me as a hero, and that made you go and look at the guy online to see more.
No,
it's all right. I get it.
Sorry.
It's all right. That made you go and want more of James Acaster, did it?
It's not funny to swear, kids, and it's not funny to be mean.
But if you do watch him swear, go and watch him online and see more of it. Funny guy. Competition time now, and your chance to win £108,000.
Look, who's complaining? Andy has the details.
Ridiculous figures from.
108.
I knew there'd be one pedant out there who would correct me. Gary Farrow, music PR legend, informs me Frankie Goes to Hollywood had their first 3 records go to #1. So that's during the Pacemakers, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Any others? Any others out there for you music nerds? But it's quite an achievement, isn't it? Your first 3 records go to #1. So that's two that we know of. Thank you, Gary. This morning's headlines.
More than 500,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca prickly nature came into its own during the pandemic, and that you tore a strip off those government ministers. And well done. Lots of people thought you were a bit of a hero.
I wouldn't say that on national TV. You'll get James Acaster swearing at you like a howling little banshee.
Please don't do that. And yesterday...
I just haven't put him on the... Hang on.
Oh, yeah, put him
James
on the list.
Caster. 2BC.
He's quite funny.
2BC.
And Dame Joan Collins was on the front cover of You magazine yesterday, interviewed by you.
It was a fun interview.
She was terrific.
I said to Joan, I've immersed myself in your life. Because we were having lunch in the summer in France, and we were talking about...
She goes into great detail about some of her relationships.
Oh, yeah.
And also, you ask her who would be her ideal dinner party guests if she could choose 6. She doesn't choose you, despite the fact you go out for dinner all the time.
She claimed she misconstrued the question and that she thought I meant dead people. But in fact, I meant anyone. So then I got on the list. But no, it was a brilliant interview.
Also, she was quite dismissive about Meghan. And then you said to her, if you had to be stranded on a desert island with Madonna, Michael Burke or Meghan...
Because Michael Burke had a pop at her about her age. She was hilarious. Go and read it online. It's a very funny interview.
She chooses Meghan. She actually says that they'd get on quite well.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. Meghan and Harry, I thought they had a good festive period, didn't they?
Well, they had a very successful Spotify podcast.
Yeah.
Their Archewell podcast.
Have we got that gut-wrenching bit where they bring in a little kid, they're so desperate to protect his privacy, they use him to flog their podcast.
I'm so sorry. I mentioned Meghan because I thought it was a nice moment that Dame Joan Collins was very generous about her.
Listen, when Ginger...
And I realise it's actually triggered you, sorry.
When Ginger and Cringe did their podcast...
It's a terrible
That's their new nickname, Ginger and Cringe. Well, you've got Ginger here and she makes me cringe. But when they did the Spotify thing, and little Archie was brought in to flog it with his laughter, did it not make you go, oh?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Not at all? Even after all we've got to leave the country to protect his privacy?
No, but the thing
and now the moment we've signed a big money deal for Spotify, we're going to use him to flog our podcast?
Don't say use him.
What else are they doing?
He is a part of their family, and if they want to include him,
so then
why not?
If they want to... Let's listen to it, here. Ginger, Cringe and Archie.
Archie, is it fun?
Stripped of their royal titles. Should the Queen strip Meghan and Harry of their royal titles that they are so shamelessly using to make hundreds of millions of dollars? Yes or no? You watch the way that poll goes. First, let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment.